Hello and welcome to the long-awaited closet tour. I've been meaning to film and now I'm finally getting a chance to film it. So today I will be showing you guys my closet. I'm going to be showing you basically everything that's inside of it, kind of like the layout. Kind of like telling you some of the lore behind all of the items in my closet. So yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into it.
Shelly vibes, Shelly vibes, Shelly vibes. We like to be creative and we like to get dressed up. We like to do our makeup and we like to have some fun. Yeah!
Starting at the front, this is the door. Right now I just have this thing from IKEA that I got from a charity shop and I'm holding whatever is on there. It's just like my painting overalls and some scarves and like a harness that I can't really figure out how to put on. I don't really see this part of the door because I always have it open. Not very exciting, but if you move this way, here is my belt holder. Here you can see my cute little duck that I got from a charity shop in my first video of our home. I'll go ahead and link that in the top corner. But this little duck works perfectly for holding my belts. And then I also have this shelf that I got from a Goodwill in Biloxi right before we moved out here to England. And I absolutely love it. It has just like little butterfly and dragonfly details on there. It looks like, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like somebody may have added that, which is super cool. I got this little kind of like dressing bodice. I don't know what to call it. If you know what it's called, please let me know. But I got this cute thing from a charity shop recently and I just thought it looked so cute. And it also matches one of my handbags up there. And here I just have the rest of my belts. A lot of my belts have a lot of hardware on them. I like an edgier look. Some of these belts I've had for many years. I love my belts being right here where I can access them. I got this beaded one in Biloxi before we came out here. So another little detail is this Patrick. This is actually a speaker that I got from Universal Studios a couple of years ago. And coming up here, I do have two dainty little purses. I'm just gonna get these purses. When I first started curating this closet, I knew that I had to get one of these to help myself reach high items. And I absolutely love it. It makes things super easy. This is a bag. Wait, can you see me? And why are you so low? So this is a bag that I got from the Canela Vintage, which is a female-owned vintage store in San Antonio. If you are ever in San Antonio, go check out her shop. It's not far from, you know, downtown at all. You can walk to it if you're visiting the Riverwalk or anything. But so yes, this bag is so cute. It has so many little details on it. Like, I absolutely love this purse so much. I only wear it for special occasions, of course, because it's very delicate. It looks like something from the 1920s or 30s. If you have a better time frame of when this is, I assume that it's like 1920s, 30s, 40s, maybe 50s. Something like that. It's so cute because inside, so here's what the purse looks like inside, and then in there comes a little wallet, and the chain is so pretty and delicate but very strong and sturdy. Wallet is just a little snap closure like that, and it's just so cute. Oh, you know what? I just realized right now that there's a name on here. I should probably look that up. Anyways. And the inside is like very satin. And then what I absolutely love as well is that there's this little space for your lipstick. And lipsticks these days cannot fit into that little space. Like, I could barely put my finger in there. So that's how you know that this is true vintage. I don't want it to ever get ruined. So that's why I have it up here. I'm just gonna put you right back where you belong. Other purse up here, I'll just show you briefly. It's not as glamorous as that one, but it is still super cute. This one has a lot of beading as well. It's kind of like a true brown, satin brown kind of bag with like these really cute what do you call these? It says Fashion Express, so I'm wondering if this is Express. Moving on to above the door. So above the door, you can see I have this really cute rainbow hat that we got last year at a Halloween store in the States, and it's just so cute. It also goes with these suspenders here that are on the door. I have my disco ball cowboy hat that I absolutely love. They had that disco ball hat for a company kind of like end of the year event, and I ended up keeping it because it was so freaking cute. Top, I have like a Dia de los Muertos kind of headband that I made with my mom. And then up here are just some of my backpacks. This is a Bahamas bag that I got from the Bahamas with Bob Marley on it. I know Bob Marley is from Jamaica. He's not from the Bahamas, and they're completely different, but apparently the seller was like, "Oh, well, we support Bob Marley because it's all the islands." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I like Bob Marley and I like the bag and I'm in the Bahamas, so let me go ahead and get that." It's kind of falling apart because it's cheaply made, but it's still a cute bag, and I'm just gonna have it up there because I love it, and it's a reminder that I've been to the Bahamas. This is a bag that is vegan cork. This is my OG Coach bag that my dad got me back in, I think, 2009 or something. It's very, very cute. It's my Poppy Coach bag, and sometimes I will bust it out and wear it, but most of the time it's just here on display. Here are going to be like all of my everyday purses that I have hanging on this kind of like iron rail that you guys would have seen in one of the first videos. That one you guys saw me get. This fanny pack I've had literally since I was like 15, and I wear it everywhere because it's so functional. I absolutely love this fanny pack. This is a SpongeBob backpack that I got again at Universal Studios, the same space, a few years ago, and I finally have the chance to hang this bad boy up. It was just kind of thrown, and his hat was all wonky, so I'm glad that I can just have it up and it could be safely up there. Apparently, there's paint on it and such, but oh well. And then up here, I just have some of my like kind of like specialty kind of like dresses and such. I'm gonna go ahead and prop you guys. I'm only gonna show you a couple things from this kind of like specialty area that I have here on this top rack. So this is a uniform that I wore in high school when I was in color guard. This is for oh my god, it was called Perpetual Motion. Yeah, this is my uniform that is fitted to me. I actually tried it on last year and it still fits me pretty good because it's stretchy and stuff. But yeah, this is super cool, has all of my measurements, and I am very thankful to still have it. I actually didn't even have it up. I had it tucked away, and I was like, you know what? These kind of deserve to be shown, Like, they're actually so cool. So we've had this rail since last year. We used it on our back patio for like some sheer curtains to have some privacy on our patio in Mississippi, and I absolutely love that vibe. But when we moved here, I was like, well, we don't have a patio, and I was curating my closet, and I thought that was just perfect to go there. This one was for a show that we did called, oh my god, let me think. This show was called Home is Where the Heart Is, and it was just about how the people in your life are the ones who, make your home, basically. Like you choose your family sometimes, and it's just like a show about love and family and having a home. So yeah, this is my uniform. This was my junior year, actually. The one before was my sophomore year. Yeah. And then this is my junior year, and we won state championships with this show, so it's cool to have the uniform still. And again, it was custom fitted to me. It's got this sheer overlay it, and the legs are like, I actually took my flag out a few days ago, and I told Kyle, come on, let's go outside, and I was like tossing my flag around, and it's just crazy, like that muscle memory. This is a dress that you guys would have seen in a few videos ago. So yes, like I said, just like some specialty items. I have like just some dresses, some long kind of onesie type, some maxi dresses that, they're too long to fit on those bad boys. Here's a dress that I think I'm gonna wear for a wedding coming up because I haven't gotten to wear this dress yet. So yeah, Here's like a pretty summer dress that I wore on a date with Kyle. Here's a new dress that I got recently that I absolutely love these patterns. They're just so pretty. This is a dress that I always wear during Halloween time as like a clown. And then there's just like some cute dresses in here that it's kind of hard to show you because they're so high up and I need my stick, but I'm not trying to do all that right now. So moving on, I do have this framed green piece of me just here. I like to have it there. I created it last year for a show called Grounded in Green in San Antonio, and it was a great turnout. It was so pretty to just be with community, and this was right before we came out to England and I was living in Mississippi. And then here I just have this like roller derby magazine. And then here I just have some trinkets. This is a SpongeBob that my best friend Ashley got me a couple years ago for my birthday, I think it was. And this little mermaid man, it's so cute and it's OG, a little vintage. I think my niece or nephew gave me this little car here. Kyle got me this little Squishmallow kitty cat. I have more little bitty trinkets that I kind of like to keep here. As you can tell, I love SpongeBob. I got this from Universal Studios and I just haven't opened it because they're just so cool and it's just kind of cool to have it in the box.
Hello, my lovelies. This is voiceover Shelly stepping in because some of my footage got deleted and I just recorded this on a different day. Just got some montage clips. So here we are coming in to save the day. But this is the wall that we will be looking at. This is my beautiful vanity that I got from Facebook Marketplace for 40 pounds. Such a good deal for this beautiful, delicate, intricate, stunning vanity that I absolutely love. And on here I just have like my go-to makeup, some brushes, and then some hair accessories such as scrunchies. And I do have some hair clips and bobby pins and these ceramic vases that my mom painted. She painted both the scrunchy one and the one that's holding these little hair clips. But they look so cute and dainty on my vanity, so I love to have them there. Then I just have some shoes underneath the little trinket area that I was just showing you. I have my derby backpack here with my little SpongeBob that Kyle got me. I just have all of my derby supplies in here, like my pads and my safety gear that I carry with me when I go to practice. And then down here I have my skates. And then in this ottoman seat here, I have some more just like roller skate accessories, tools, wheels, you name it. I have roller skate stuff there. These are my derby skates that I got. I just replaced the laces on them recently and I love the way that they feel. I'm getting used to derby. And then of course I have my Moxies. I just replaced the plate on it recently, so I'm getting used to that as well. I love to roller skate. If you don't know, now you know. So coming onto this wall is my Deftones tapestry that I absolutely love. It's the Around the Fur album. And then here's just a pan of the room. So here I have a Gucci Flora poster that I got from my old job. They were about to throw it out and I was like, I kind of need that because it's Miley Cyrus and it just pairs perfectly with all of my perfumes and fragrances. I love this wall so much, and I did get these shelves online and I love the way that they bring in the room. And then here's just a quick pan of my skincare area. If you want to, you can pause and see what I have. And then I just have this vintage mirror that belonged to my grandma that I love. And then here are the drawers that I revamped by making the knobs look super cute. If you want to, you can check out that video here. But I love these drawers. They just hold my extra skincare and hair care tools, etc. And then I do have a bag on the side of my vanity with clean brushes. And then this is probably one of my favorite parts of my dressing room. It's this film that I attached to the window, one for privacy, but also look at these cute rainbow effects that it creates on the floor. So the sun comes in and throughout the day it shines through the window and creates a nice cast along my floor. And it's just so cute and so magical.
Okay, so this is just a box behind here that says in style. I think somebody gave it to me like in 2018, and it just looks cute in here. There's nothing in it, it's just for looks. And then here I have this hat box that I got from the charity shop recently. I was staring at it for weeks, you guys. This hat box had been there for a hot minute, and I was like, you know what? Like, that thing is actually really cute. And is that why nobody has bought it? I don't know, but I think it's so cute. It looks like something out of the 90s, maybe, like with those graphics. And then here I just have some cute shoes. That's also an elf thing that I got from the shops. They were throwing it out, and I was like, can I have that? And they were like, I don't care. And I was like, okay. So yeah, and then it just starts to get into my clothing. So, I just have some pants, some extra shoes. Those are some SpongeBob slippers that my niece gave me that don't really fit, but they're so dang cute. Racerback crop tops, t-shirt crop tops. These are all of my sort of mesh and see-through. And then it starts to get into more like formal or like fancy shirts, stuff like that. And then over here, it's just more bottoms and some dresses. All of this black t-shirt pile here is just crosses and Deftones, and then it just starts going from t-shirts to long sleeves to sweaters to jackets. And that is my setup for my clothing, and I reorganized it yesterday. So yes, I reorganized my closet yesterday. These are super cool that I've had for a while, and I might not wear them all the time, but they're just like really cool items. So if you want a separate video like that, just let me know. And then up here I have all of my fun shoes. So I have like my demonias. I have these shoes here that are super cool that I was gonna wear for my wedding but didn't end up wearing them because they came in too late, and thankfully they did, because these are really hard to walk in, but they're super sick and they're great for like a couple hours, but not like a whole shebang. But they're super cool on display, so I have them there. And then I have just like my shiny boots, and then some of my delias. These are super cool as well. They're very trippy. I've worn these a lot. They're very comfortable. I haven't worn them a lot. I wish I wore them more, but they're very comfortable. I love these shoes. So up here is just a crosses jacket. It's very hard to see because it's all black, but on the inside is like an orange underneath, and there's big crosses. So if you don't know who Crosses is, it's basically Chino Moreno from Deftones' other band, or one of his other 3 bands, and they're really good. So if you haven't heard Crosses, I would definitely recommend checking them out if you like Deftones. It's kind of like Deftones vibe, but like more electronic and more synthy and more like dancey. It's very fun. Definitely recommend. Okay, side note. Okay, I'm standing on my on my vanity chair. So right here I have my Doors tapestry poster. This one is super cool, and I bought it along with my Led Zeppelin tapestry poster. I want to say I got them from a market for like 20 bucks, like for both of them, and I love having them in my space. I have 2 bags made by Acid Winzip. I have a lot of art by Acid Winzip in my house. I just love their approach and the way that they create. It's just so fun, but also hardcore, and I love that. Costume, this Ghostface costume that is all gemstones, so it's like Glam Ghostface. And then I have this custom made panda mask by The Wild Honey Pot from San Antonio. So yeah, that's what I have here, just kind of more decorative items on the wall that kind of fill up the space nicely and also tie back to fashion and music and art and everything that I love. So yeah.
And then last but not least, I have this beautiful mirror that opens up to a jewelry box that my mom gifted to me a few years ago, and I love to store my costume fun jewelry. I have my nail polishes, and then just my necklaces, earrings, my studded bracelets. I also have my pins in here that I have collected or that people have given to me.
So yeah, that was my closet. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is literally like one of my safe spaces ever. I love coming in here. The vibe is so good. It just feels so much like me, and that's what you want when you're trying to be creative and when you're trying to get inspired by a new outfit or a new makeup look or anything, you know, feeling good about yourself, doing your skincare, doing, you know, so it's just like this is like a very uplifting, positive space. Like literally, this is a dream come true, and I'm beyond grateful, beyond thankful. I love just like people's like closet spaces. It says so much about a person when you see their space. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like. If you like these kinds of videos and you like art and fashion and music and anything of the sort, give me a follow, give me a subscribe. You can follow me here on Instagram and you can subscribe and hit the bell notification, please, to be notified when I make a new video, because these days it's a little bit more like 2 to 3 weeks depending on my mood and how busy I am. But I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Everybody who has ever supported me, thank you. I love you. I will see you next time. Goodbye, babes. I love you.